Some time back, when I was in Malaysia, I had an opportunity to interact with one of the leading bank managers. And he wanted to recruit a security analyst, or in other words, who could be able to handle the shares and the convertible bonds. He wanted to appoint a person, research analyst, for this. He advertised a position and called for application. Series of applications reached him, and he shortlisted and selected 4 to 6 people and sent them the call letter indicating that they have to be free on a day and they have to go with him one day. And all the people responded positively, and he said that he would compensate all the expenses. Fine. So from Malaysia to Penang, the distance is around 440 kilometers. So this Chinese really high funda guy made everybody, right? He sat in the back seat and he opened his system and he was just working on. Every person was given the car and they have to drive the distance. People were thinking, I am applying for an executive position. Poor fellow, he is making me a driver, and they were driving. And 4, 5, all the people drove every weekend. Two people will go, and one go in the morning, stay, come back next day, fine. And all expenses are drawn. They need not spend any single penny. Even that say some 100 ringgits, 200 ringgits, it's very easy for them, and they don't bother it. Right. The 4 persons who drove the car were all in different range and different style. The person who very calmly driving, and in most of the foreign countries there is no need for you to signal the horn, but at least sometimes people used to drive rash and want to just to overtake or move, and all the 3 persons were very active, vigorous, and my God, the kind of driving is you can't see. The other person was very sober and he was driving at his own pace. Whenever there is a vehicle, he gave way for him and he was driving on his own pace. And the end, these people were saying, I reached so early, I reached on bubble. And in all those sequences, the car moved from left to right and never allowed anybody to overtake. And if someone overtakes, they go ahead and they jump and say, yeah, I am overtaking. But not virtually, but at least in the platform that they are sitting. And they have gained the ground, they went ahead. The persons who were selected were very comfortable, and they say all of them could be having a better chance. Then this man asked me, Professor, what are you going to do with these people? Whom will you select? I thought the third fellow may be good in terms of not so rash driving. This and that. I said, yes, but at the same time, he has also maintained the speed and he reached the place on time, everything. Oh, fine. How about this man? Last. No, he was very, maybe he fails to take any risk and he was just moving around and what is this? At least he should have just pedaled a few pushes to the pedal so that the car could have gone. Oh, nice. The Chinese was so happy, right? Then I thought the third person would be selected. And I was thinking, yeah, I made a selection. Unfortunately, the last fellow was selected and he said, I am going to see the securities, shares, debentures and other things, and it is somebody's money, volatile money. I cannot have a person who is having a rushing blood and making things so rash. And the person who very cool, composed and drove perfectly was given the position That was a position everybody should envy. I invade, and he joined.